Hello, Nicholas. I'm having smoke poison. This is like I forgot that like one of my stovetops is like basically broken.
Oh, thanks.
Unfortunately, I put that plate on for a while. I think I'm gonna poison myself. Welcome, Cactus. Like, it's not good to inhale smoke, I'm telling you that much, especially not like poisonous smoke. But it is what it is. If we die, we die.
The journalist in me says don't get involved. But the rest of me says kick these guys' asses. Here!
Like I said, laggy.
It's close, no mistakes. Teamwork.
Yeah, I think the timers are kind of starting to get annoying, to be honest. Like I understand the variety of it, but the thing is, sometimes you go like 4 hours without the event you want. Like, especially given the fact that they have these very particular, like, they have trials that require you to play a certain mode, and if that mode is only on like once every 4 hours, well, if it goes off the second you get on, well, you may not be able to get to play it, you know? Like, it's really...
Get out of my damn way! Wow, that felt good. How about a thank you?
No worries, I got you covered.
Limited time stuff has never been live service based, but has been a thing for forever.
Have some of this.
Leave the game.
Bro, this guy's so laggy.
Sit down.
I don't think he lag switch. I think he just really lag.
Asshole. You're out.
Amazing. Why are they all so laggy? Am I the one who's laggy? I mean, they're both too boring. No, I think it's just those two guys that are super laggy. Like, it's strange to me that I never have 0 bars to people, like, ever. I don't, like... it just signaled that my connection is, like, super good for some reason. But I don't want it to be super good, because I don't get any lag advantage. That's what I want. That downed me. I love the fact that when my grenades have, like, no range, but enemy grenades, like within the same hemisphere as me, they'll kill me. Oh, Penny.
They should get Pulitzers for this.
Streamer. This is Lord of the Rings, still.
Here. Oh yeah, I feel good.
Must have been saying Lord of the Rings all day yesterday, too, then. Because I never changed it.
That was great. God, I love writing stories with happy endings.
Same as yesterday. Yeah, I talked about it earlier. These guys must be playing on, like, I don't know what they're playing on, to be honest. Yeah, but that's nothing to do with reviving, though, okay? You're talking about two completely different things. Reviving and people spawning on each other has nothing. There's no relation there. Like, you're talking about players spawning on each other. That's not the same thing as harder to revive. Guns stay in class should never be tampered with. Yeah, well, I mean, that requires, like, some actual thought. The problem is there's a lot of people in this world that just seem to think that, oh, like, having actual restrictions in a game is somehow bad, despite the fact that that's, like, having restrictions in a game is generally what, like, actually encourages decision making, but encourages depth in understanding of mechanics. When there is no restrictions, well, there's no balancing in mind. Anyone can use anything. Well, you basically get a game that just feels like shit because nothing is thought out. You can't spawn in a downplay. You never. What do you mean? You can't be downed in Battlefield. What are you talking about? You can never. spawn on a down player. If you get killed down in Battlefield 6, you can't do anything. You're dead. People can revive you. You've never been able to spawn on a person that's down, ever. You can only spawn on your teammates or your squad mates. That's always how it's been. Except in Battlefield 2 and 2142, when you can only spawn on the squad leader. But Bad Company didn't have a squad leader. Battlefield 3 didn't have a squad leader. Battlefield 4 did, but you can spawn on everyone in Battlefield 4. The best system they should have is the Battlefield 2/2142 one. That actually encouraged some actual tactical decision making, and it puts a little bit more pressure on the squad leader. Like Battlefield 6 has so many issues, I don't think that's one of them. But like, the whole system that they have where you get a certain bonus by using certain weapons, certain classes, that's just fucking dumb as shit. Just lock the weapons at that point. Like, what's the point?
Çok iyi gidiyor ama bir hapise girmiştim ya ben abi.
I still don't know what that means. What do you mean down? You don't go down in Battlefield 6, you get killed. And then people can revive you when you're effectively killed. You don't go down, you don't crawl around in Battlefield 6. People can drag you, but you can't move.
Sokak bile atmadım biliyor musun?
I thought it'd be no, it's a stew/soup cooking stream. But unfortunately, it's not gonna be part of the actual stream. It's just in the background.
You know a good thing when you see it.
I may have had a little bit too much leek. This thing, the entire kitchen smells like leek. Well, it does smell like onion, garlic, and leek. But I did put more meat than vegetables. So I don't know. I forgot carrots though. Oh, I forgot carrots. Ah, that's the thing I was forgetting. Exactly, I gotta leave to stir the pot occasionally. Why is Sola so obsessed about talking about this thing? Man says alpha like every stream now. Not the carrots. Yeah, I forgot the carrots. It was something I knew I missed. Like, you can probably put like cauliflower and shit in there too. But I put red peppers in there, so it should be a little bit spicier than usual. But yeah, no carrots is kind of a shame. His carrots are the god tier vegetable. I don't know why it was. I didn't think about it.
Take a load off. KO. Have a timeout. Oh, I like that.
My gun isn't shooting. Well, I think there's kind of rules in cooking. You can't really. There's kind of rules in all of those things. Like, generally, relationship is a question of commitment. War is a question of you don't break Geneva Conventions. You don't commit war crimes. And in cooking, you don't burn things, generally. There are rules in those three things you just mentioned. Whether or not you choose to follow them, I mean... Sure, you could do all of these things, but there would probably be repercussions for it. Carrots add sweetness. I don't have much sweetness in this thing. I have red peppers, garlic, leek, onion, potatoes, like spicy paprika sausage. I forget which brand it is. I'm not sure. I think it may have been. It wasn't a chorizo or something else. It wasn't a salsicha either. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't know what it was. But either way, and then I got. I'm not sure what cut the beef is. But it's a pretty good cut, so... We'll see. It'll probably be fine, but yeah, it's no carrots and no. Like I kind of wanted something else too, like ginger or something maybe. It's something else that's sweet, you know. Oh well. Hit that guy 5 times. Yes, it's a meat soup. But basically a stew, because, I mean... Yes, I would say I really like cauliflower, carrots, and... There's another one. What the fuck is it called? Like palestinaka? I don't know what it is in English. What the fuck is palestinaka? I need to Google this. I swear to God, if it opens on the other monitor, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. Like, I gotta stop putting them on the right monitor, because that's what I plan. I need 3 monitors, that's what I do. Okay, palsternacka English. Parsnip, yeah. So I like carrots, parsnip, and what was the other thing I said? Cauliflower. I really like those 3. I need to do. I should stone everything in there. But yeah, I mean, the garlic, the onions, and the garlics, the onion, and the leeks add a lot of like good flavor. But they're all part of the onion family, so I don't know. Maybe a little bit too much onion. I just like I really like that as well. I mean, leeks are just amazing. Leeks are good with everything. Like, bro, this guy's just standing next to the wall. Am I even playing as enemies here? Am I playing as one person? Like, I felt like I killed Eddie 4 times and nobody else.
Didn't like you anyway.
That was a close one.
But it kind of depends if it's a soup. I mean, if I just let it stay for like 2 hours, it'll be a stew. But if I let it stay for 90 minutes, it should be a soup. That's really the only difference, I think, at this point. Like, I definitely need to get a new stove top, though. Like, mine sucks. It doesn't think it's warm enough. And 2 of the plates are basically toxic at this point. Because they've been worn down so much that, like, if I use those 2, like, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna get, like... I get, like, black smoke poison. Those are not good at all. I don't use them, obviously, but sometimes, I mean, today I forgot about it, so I almost killed myself. Sure, I probably won't die from it, but it's not very good to get, like burnt stovetop plate smoke inhaled. Not very good. Well, that's why I'm still coughing, so. Have like a fucking pneumonia attack. I definitely need to get a new stove. Need to call my landlord. Sure, that's gonna increase my rent by probably like $500, but no, not 500. Maybe 150, 200 possibly. Because I'm not sure if I can do it legally myself. Because I think it's considered like considered like a property upgrade. So I think if I do it without consulting the landlord, I mean, if they never find out, it doesn't matter. But I'm not gonna do that. An illegal stove. To be fair, I need new of a lot of things. I need like new refrigerator. I need new refrigerator, new stovetop, new oven. Well, stovetop and oven will be considered, I guess. I need to do a lot of things, really. I should probably also like redo the car, like the what the fuck do you call them? The things on the walls. I forget what they're called in English. Like I'm pretty sure my entire apartment needs like an actual upgrade at this point. Because even when it's clean, it's nice. It's still just kind of, you know, it's still like 20 years old. It seems the devs on Crimson that, yeah. I mean, it was supposed to be an MMO game like World of Warcraft, but they scrapped that for a single player game. So it has a lot of content for a single player game, but not much of a story from what I can tell. Like, I feel like that game kind of came and went. Like, people are playing it, sure, but it's kind of like it didn't have that much lasting stay. Like, for now, like, what we need now is games that are, like, good. Games that look good, that sound good, that feel good. Like, we need more games like Arc Raiders, that's it. Like, Arc Raiders in the finals, those are games, you know? Those are actual video games. It's like, we don't need shit like fucking High Guard or fucking... We don't need games that look like High Guard and Overwatch and Valorant anymore. We need real games now. Because that art style has been done to death. Like, the realistic art style, I mean, it'll never be done to death because it's literally the realistic art style. Like, for me, I want things to look good. Like, I want, like, Ghost of Yotei lighting in, like, every game. Like, I just want games that look and feel good, you know? Like, I'm really sick of just playing cartoon-looking games. Like, I had enough of the art style after I played Fortnite. I want to play that in, like... I don't want every game to look like Fortnite. That's just boring. Yeah, but content only really matters if it's actually fun to do it. Like, putting content in a game, it doesn't really matter. It's like... If the base game itself doesn't really warrant its own existence, then it does not matter how much content it has. If the story itself is not good, the world and the immersion isn't that good, no matter how much content you have, it doesn't matter. Like, one of my biggest concern about, like, Crimson Desert is that it's not a realistic game. Like, you still have, like, superpowers, you can still fly around, you have still... So it's like you have all these, like, menial tasks, such as, you know, like, pickaxing or mining or... Well, that is mining. Like, pickaxing or, like, collecting food, collecting wood, like... All of that stuff doesn't matter if the game itself, it doesn't feel immersive enough. Like in Red Dead Redemption, you could say that arguably it could work. Because Red Dead Redemption is a very realistic timepiece game, so any immersion-based, like, MMO mechanic would work. But, like, a game that's, like, clearly, like, fictional reality, like, it doesn't work. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if you like Crimson Desert, sure. But, like, a game like that is simply not immersive to most people because it's a fantasy game. It's a fantasy game that's trying to mix a lot of, like, real-world mechanics, but it's like that... It doesn't really work. Alright, thank you, Angel of War. Because that's kind of the whole thing. Like, immersion only matters if you actually take it serious. If there's, like, a consistent cohesiveness to it. Like, you look at Battlefield 1, every single piece of distinctive, like, aesthetic in that game is very realistic. It's designed literally to evoke Battlefield 1, World War 1, right? That's it. There's nothing more to it, you know? That's it. Like, you all the audio... all the graphics, all the guns, everything is a very consistent aesthetic. If you started throwing in laser weapons into World War I, like they kind of did with Vanguard, I mean, it kind of loses a lot of that stay, and people tend to forget about a game pretty quickly. Because when a game doesn't have a strong identity, it kind of comes and goes. It's like, I think one good example is the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare campaign. That campaign is amazing. And all it does, it completely commits to basically being a fucking... Like, it's not a Call of Duty campaign at all. It's more like a fucking, like Killzone or, like, Red Faction or some shit. But it's so good because it really commits to that. The multiplayer kind of sucks, but the multiplayer for Infinite Warfare is not bad because of the rest of the game. It's bad because of the fact that they try to copy things from Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare without bringing there anything new to it, really. But the overall aesthetic that Infinite Warfare had was very consistent within the single player. Like, you have that really fucking cool sequence when you go from the ground to space, straight into, like, a... Like, that shit is fucking amazing. Like, the audio is amazing, the music is amazing, the voice acting is amazing. Just the overall sequence itself is fucking badass. So it's like, that's kind of the whole thing. Like, you need to buy it. I need to believe what I'm playing, that it takes itself serious, or at least understands what it is. Whenever a game doesn't know what it is, when it tries to be a fantasy, MMORPG, single player, when it's 3 different things in one, it doesn't work, because it doesn't know what it is. It's the same reason why Call of Duty kind of sucks when it doesn't know what it is. That's why Modern Warfare 2... That's why most people hate Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Modern 2019, Vanguard, etc. Because they didn't know what they were. They tried to be everything. They tried to be a tactical shooter, they tried to be an arcade shooter, they tried to be a fucking milsim at points. Like, they tried to be a little bit too many things and ended up kind of not being that good at any. And the same thing with Battlefield 5. The reason that wasn't a successful Battlefield 1 is because they were trying to do a fucking spin on it. They didn't commit to making a World War II game. For some reason, they made like an alternative history World War II game with like retro soldiers with like steampunk stuff. They didn't want to show us D-Day for some fucking reason. So it's like, when these games don't actually commit to these things, you don't really take them serious, and they become very forgettable. Yeah, I mean, people are going to play Call of Duty no matter what, but Modern Warfare 4, I would say, in my opinion, is probably the potential saving grace. Because I mean, that game has been in development for 4 years. Like, Black Ops 7 sucks donkey anus. Like, they need to get rid of fucking Omni Movement and just go back to other things, because the problem with Omni Movement is that it looks fucking stupid. Which means that there's a lot of people that don't want to play the game because it looks fucking stupid. And you may say, oh, who cares? Like, a lot of people fucking do. A lot of people just don't want to play Call of Duty because you look like Duracell crackheads. People don't like it when you run and slide backwards and all that shit. It looks stupid. And it feels stupid to play at. It feels like you're on roller skates. Like, a lot of people want to feel like they're immersed, when I feel like there's like a real scenario. And if you're playing a war game or a shooter game, a lot of people want to feel immersed because they want to feel like they're actually, you know, playing a shooter game. And not, you know... Like, sure, it's a little bit different if you're playing like Overwatch or something. But those games still very heavily commit to being a hero shooter, so... At that point, it doesn't really matter. Call of Duty wasn't really. That's why so many people hated Specialists, too. Yeah, I mean, they have to. Like, yeah, I know some people like Omni Movement, but it's a completely fucking bullshit mechanic. It looks stupid, it feels stupid, it doesn't add any value to the game whatsoever. Like, oh, wow, you can slide sideways. Like, oh, wow, fun. The only thing that do is reduces the skill gap, because now you no longer have to actually be turning where you're running. That's kind of the whole thing with slide canceling in Modern Warfare 2019. Sure, it didn't require all too much skill, but at least you had to actually look where you were going. The fact is that you can look wherever you want and still, like, still slide and have the regular movement now. There's just no punishment, you know? And the guns have no recoil anymore either, so you get too many issues. Like, yeah, you could say Call of Duty is committing to fast-paced, like, arcade gameplay, but Call of Duty shouldn't be that fast-paced. Like, if you look at Call of Duty 4, Call of Duty 2, Modern Warfare 2, like, they were Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, they weren't really that fast-paced. A lot of people like Black Ops 3, but around that time, it's when people really stopped liking the franchise. Modern Warfare 2019 came out, and it basically brought us back to that position, which is what a lot of people in the gaming industry liked. A lot of people hated it, but a lot of people liked it as well. So there is a balance you can find, and I don't think Modern Warfare 2019 fully hit it, and Modern Warfare 2 went even further away from it. But I think there is a balance between Modern Warfare 2019 and Modern Warfare 2 that Modern Warfare 4 could be hitting. Not Modern Warfare 2, like Modern Warfare 2019 and like Black Ops 4 or something. Because, like, even if you are one of these people that really like the fast-paced Call of Duties, like, I like Black Ops 3 a lot as well, but the large in gaming industry as a whole doesn't like it. So you kind of got to consider, like, do you need crackhead Omni Movement and jetpacks? I would say none of us really need it in Call of Duty. And I think we would probably all be happier if you had a game that was as popular as Warzone without jetpacks instead of jetpacks, you know? Because, like, having those games playable, it just feels good. A lot of people play Call of Duty when they're good, you know? Like, now it's just dog shit. Like, Black Ops 7 is, like, the worst one ever. It's just like, yes, there are some elitist Call of Duty players that absolutely love arcade-type gameplay, but those are not that many. Yeah, but I mean, the issue in Modern Warfare 2019 wasn't the maps. It was one of the issues, sure, but I would say Modern Warfare 2019 has the by far the best Call of Duty gun mechanics. Like, sure, they may not be the most balanced, but they are the ones that are by far feel the most iconic. Like guns like the Kilo, guns like the MP5, guns like the AMAX. Like a lot of that shit is very iconic. Even snake shots at that point. Sure, you can make the argument for other Call of Duties as well that they have very iconic weapons. But like everyone remembers how the Kilo felt or the AMAX, EM2. Sure, I would say. I mean, the EM2 OTS was Cold War. I guess that wasn't necessarily the same. But I think those mechanics still felt kind of decent. Yeah, I mean, exactly. I mean, the reason Warzone 1 was so good because of Modern Warfare 2019. Like, sure, and I hated slide canceling more than fucking anyone. But without the slide canceling, Modern Warfare 2019 would have been by far like the best one. You're not dead. 43 health. My grenade did nothing. Interesting. So, yeah, I mean, of course it did. Warzone was free. It was better. COVID happened. But, like, a lot of people like to downplay Warzone's success, being like, oh, it had nothing to do with Modern Warfare 2019. Like, yeah, it did. There's a reason more people played Warzone than they played Blackout. So it's like, whenever people want to cope, it's just like, yeah, it's BS. We all know that Warzone was by far like the only thing that actually brought Call of Duty back at that point. And it was only brought back because the foundation was so good, because Modern Warfare 2019 was a good game. Like, whether you want to disagree with that or not, it just comes up to the fact that you're an idiot. Because realistically, everyone in this world knows how successful Modern Warfare 2019 was. And the only people that pretend different are people that just hate that game for some reason. Like, it had issues, of course it did. But name fucking one Call of Duty in the past 10 years that's actually been, like, flawless. Not one. Like, we're never gonna get a Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 1 or Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare, like, Call of Duty 4 again. But who knows? Modern Warfare 4, the new one, may be good. You know, like, it may not even call Modern Warfare 4, maybe something else. What the? Yeah, I mean, Ground Wars really is like Verdansk aspects of the game. But that's the thing, like, that's the thing, Battlefield 6 tries to be Ground War too. Like, Battlefield 6 initial success, you know why that was? Because it gave people the fucking one off of 2019 vibes. That's it. People only got that game because it gave off the same fucking energy. The only people that hate, like, Modern Warfare 2019 are people that are literally, like, literally just play, like, Black Ops 2 into Black Ops 3, and then they never play anything after Black Ops 3. That's it. Because, like, realistically, the people that thought that Black Ops 3 is the best game ever are people going to hate Modern Warfare 2019. And realistically, Black Ops 3 was absolute dog shit after the first, like, 6 months. They ruined that game completely. They turned it into super laggy, the netcode became unplayable, all the loot drops just became ridiculously overpowered. But, like, for people that didn't play really Call of Duty at all after, like, Modern Warfare 3 and, like, Ghost-ish, kind of gave up around that time. For those people, Modern Warfare 2019 was amazing. And that's actually most people in the video game industry, so... It's like, yeah, you can admit that the game wasn't flawless, but you should never lie to your... You should never lie to yourself about its success. Like, you're allowed to like, not like a certain game, sure, but... And there's people that are out there that you're allowed to like the shitty Call of Duties like World War II or Vanguard or Black Ops 7, but, like, there's a reason people aren't really talking about Call of Duty anymore. Bro, how can my blind fire be this fucking bad? Like, it's ridiculous. We skipped on Ghost and Advanced Warfare. Yeah, I mean, Ghost I think was considered probably the worst one by a lot of people. Advanced Warfare wasn't too bad when it came out, but that's Advanced Warfare is when they started with the supply drops. Well, that's Call of Duty Mobile, Cactus. Call of Duty Mobile has all of that. The best Call of Duty right now is Call of Duty Mobile. It has the Blackout map, it has Isolation, one of the best BR maps, even though it's only mobile. It has every iconic weapon from every Call of Duty. It has every iconic map from every Call of Duty and game mode. Sure, you play against a lot of bots in the game, but you know, it still has everything. So I think it's a little bit too much. A game can't have like 300 maps. It's a little bit too much. Wake up, teammates! Like, how these guys allowed to play the game on a 2-bar connection? Like, it's insane. Like, I've never had a 2-bar to people in this game. It's not like a possibility. That means that their connection has to be extremely bad, and I do mean extremely bad. Yeah, man, it's like they could do so much. Like, just remake Black Ops 2 with the modern engine, and you're good. Make Black Ops 2 look like one of the modern Call of Duties, and it'll be the best one. It's like remake everything. New content as well, more maps. Bro, you're fucking this lag. Like, what? You guys are borderline lag switching. Like, hello? Black Ops 1 had a wait and stuff. Yeah, that was really good too. I'm like, bro. These are the laggiest players I ran into. BAP and Fat Pang. Like, these are the two laggiest players in this game. Man shot one bullet with that ARX. I insta died.
They're on the ground.
Oh my god, what are you saying, bro?
Knock them down. Adios. Present for ya.
And then you got this guy with the nuclear bomb. Like, okay, bro, whatever.
I'll return the favor. Better stay down. It's unforgivable to lose in such a manner. My ancestors forgive me.
These guys like Fat Pang and BAP. These are the two laggiest players I've ever seen in this game. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a person like 2-barring. Like, I mean, usually people don't go within below 3 bars when I play. The fact that these guys are literally sitting on a 2 bar is insane. CP was always Call of Duty points. They would always call it CP. Which is a specific name. Pretty apt for Activision, to be fair. I don't think did Advanced Warfare have Call of Duty points though? I think they introduced that with Black Ops 3. Now that I think about it. Because I think in Advanced Warfare, in Advanced Warfare you bought things directly. You could buy supply drops and you can buy things directly. I remember you could spend like $2 for like a supply drop, whatever the fuck it was, or like a 20 for like. Actually, I don't think the Black Ops 3 didn't even have. I don't think Black Ops 3 actually had Call of Duty points. I think they added that later. That must have started later down the line, didn't it? Like Black Ops 4 or something. Because I don't think Black Ops 3 had it either. Like, it had this system where you would get the crypto keys, is what they used in Black Ops 3. Yeah, but the Call of Duty points that they used in Black Ops 1 was literally only in Black Ops 1. They never used that again. They didn't use it in Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare 3. Like, if you're talking about those Call of Duty points, yeah, but those were a little bit of a different mechanic. And those were basically cash as well. They weren't really like anything else either. Yeah. But I think they have the actual Call of Duty points was in Black Ops 4. Before that, I think they use crypto keys and they use supply drops. One of the supply drops. Yeah, exactly. It was crypto keys in Black Ops 3. Still dog shit. Like Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4 is like locking content behind supply drops. Like that's fucking bullshit. It's pissing me off. Like you want to use this gun? Well, you're never going to if you don't get lucky. Like I think Black Ops 3 gameplay wise was fine, but it had so many shitty like overall decisions. The campaign sucked donkey ass. Let's see what he does.
Team effort.
Yeah, I mean I prefer Black Ops 2 and 1 over 3. But I liked 3 a lot when it came out. I enjoyed that game a lot, and I was pretty good at it too. Though it's not super hard to be good at Call of Duty, but...
That's from me to you.
Can the grenades fuck off? Why do they disappear from the fucking map? When people throw nades in this game, they never show up on the map. These are gone. So they're just throwing... I can hear one beep, and then it's gone from the map, and then I die. Like, I thought it was... Like, you think it goes further away, so you're not within the radius, but it just, like, no. Because Naughty Dog just broke this game, and I never fucking fixed it.
Got one. Going out. Take the load off. They should get Pulitzers for this. You're the worst. Take a break. It's not your day. That felt good.
I get an assist. That would be absolute dog shit. Like, do you listen to anything that we said, Cactus? The reason I'm one off 2019 was so fucking popular because people were sick of jetpacks at that point. They were sick of flying around. That would be dog shit. Nobody will play that. Like, Black Ops 4 had a mode called, like, Heavy Metal Heroes and Blackout. And, like, sure, 10 people liked it, but everyone else hated it. Like, jetpacks don't work in Call of Duty anymore. Like, sure, you can go back to it, I guess, but they're not made for it anymore. That was, like, a very specific timepiece. And Black Ops 3's movement... It's okay. But I would say most people prefer Black Ops 4's movement to Black Ops 3's. Like, it's too much. Jetpacks are just too much. For the average player. It's not even Sasa style, it's Zero style. Or CISO style. Hello, welcome. I love my blind fire. It's illegally bad. Like, some of my shot just go straight up like 90 degrees into the ceiling. Like, my blind fire is the worst in Uncharted history. Like, I cannot hit anything with it. You're so shit at the game using fucking power weapons. Ugh.
Mistakes were made.
Like lagging with a 2-bar and using power weapons, like fun. No aim assist, no hit tray, you can do whatever you want. I love how I'm KO'd every time. If I get shot once in this game, I'm KO'd immediately. I never go down ever. I love playing a game that just feels like dog shit every time you play. Yes. Like, better have to. And this guy can blind fire with a Barak from like 10 meters and he hits both shots. I can blind fire an Aegis in 1 meter and I'll miss every shot. I missed because this fucker shot me in the back. Yes, that happens, except it happens 99% of the time when I play this game. My blind fire literally never works, ever.
Coming at ya. Catch.
Okay, my grenade did nothing. Okay, bro. It dealt a 17 damage. We're losing by this much because 2 of them are 2-barring. Yes, I will. I have the delay lag too that makes my Harrison aim slower for some reason.
Hey, you're gonna need more than that to stop me. Asshole. Here. You're down. Hey, down in front, please.
Change your location, yes. Maybe that'll fix it. Pretty much. How are the kids? Okay, bro.
Oh, I'm down. Hey, thanks. Funny more where that came from.
It's like I have that lag that makes my Harrison aim like the AK when it should like aim like an HS. Like it should aim like this. Even I mean it's even slow on the ages. It's not like you can see that my carry just keeps like moving. Like it's not like synced properly. Like what is this? I hate this game, man. To those games to feel something. Wow, what a nade. I am European. What do you mean hosting from Europe?
Oh, we're done here.
You are so fucking annoying. Like his Barak literally shoots like a fucking Aegis. It goes ding ding. Like okay.
Appreciate it.
Wait then. Somewhere far. You don't choose the host, though. It just means that the game is shit. Like, bro, where are you shooting? Chris Cha here is literally overpowered. Like, he doesn't take damage from anything.
Others play not to lose. I'm not sure we made a decision either way.
Like, what is this lag? Fucking unplayable. Yes, build a train from scratch as a game. From scratch. There's a lot of car simulation games. That's what Uncharted is for. Learn how to torture yourself. Like, what would you rather have? Testicular torsion for life? Or Uncharted 4 every single day for the rest of your life? Which one would you choose? A burger from scratch, you know, grind the beef. Grind the cow. Just throw it straight in there. Like anything from scratch. I'm not sure, like, I mean, sure, I guess if you make a game that's specifically designed, it's like a real, real life assembly of something. Exactly, you gotta mine ore, you gotta smelt it, you gotta make railroad tracks. It's everything. Yes, I said testicular torsion. I mean, I'm only playing this game because I'm using it as a timer for my soup. Building a charter game from scratch. Realistically, I could probably make an Uncharted game in like Unreal Engine, though I would get sued out the ass. Like, all I gotta do is just gotta go on Unreal Engine 5, buy some assets, use the fucking AI plugin tool, boom. Tell it to make Uncharted. You're done. Like, hey, give me Uncharted 4 multiplayer. The AI will be like, yeah, sure, why not? Here you go. Just have it all. I mean, guys, that's a dangerous thing with AI. Like, the AI right now is absolute dog shit garbage. But in like 20 years from now, if you tell it, like, hey, create Modern Warfare 2 from scratch with these things, you could do it. Again, in 20, 30 years, you could just make Uncharted 4 just like 100% accurate. Just replicate it perfectly through AI. Sure, it may not be illegal at that point, but given where the world is headed now, who would give a shit? Not that I wouldn't even be a company in fucking 30 years. So it's like, realistically, if AI can replicate what it sees like 100% accurately, even like on a code level, well, I mean, then it's game over for video game developers. And I think we're going to see that happening, though. Because the thing is, there's so many games that look similar, especially FPS games, to the point that if AI starts replicating itself, well, I mean, sure, it can build upon itself, I guess, but at that point, there's nobody that actually holds the rights to it. Like, I guarantee in the next 10 years, we'll see like thousands of shitty FPS clones that all look the same, that are all made through AI. Like, they're literally testing the waters. I'm going to get so many games that when they have so many AI-made games that the developers that are in charge of the actual original product, like when we have 1,000 Uncharted 4 copies on the AI market for video games, well, Naughty Dog can't sue them all, can they? That's the problem with AI. It's literally is designed to overwhelm and spam this shit out of everyone. Druckmann hates on multiplayer, though. I like how I just went from a match that started from the beginning to just late joining in the span of like 2 seconds. I got an ingrown hair in my mustache and it hurts like fuck. Like how is the human like body this weak? Like you're like getting shot is like as bad as having an ingrown hair. Why can't they make a new? How would they? Not Neil Druckmann is the fucking CEO. If Neil Druckmann doesn't want multiplayer, multiplayer is not gonna happen. We're never gonna get a multiplayer from Naughty Dog ever again. It's not gonna happen. What do you mean? Ew, it's an ingrown hair. What the fuck am I supposed to do about it? Oh my god! Already? It literally took me 2 seconds. A lot of people are on, I guess, at least. Oh my fucking god. Not have it. How do I choose? I clean my face every day, twice. It's not my fault that it decided, no, I'm gonna grow inwards now. Yeah. I don't want to late join TDM pubs for the rest of the day. But this fucking thing hurts. Make it an ungrown hair. I mean, it's not fully ingrown. I can pull it with my. I can pull it right now. Like it's just like one particular follicle. It's gonna hurt like shit though. Where is it? Yes, cactus. Okay, I didn't get it out. Try again. Good luck. I think I got rid of it actually. It didn't hurt that bad. This is what my stream is now. It's self-medication and cooking in the background. Thankfully, the world hasn't gotten closer to nuclear demise in a day, so at least I can avoid talking politics. Well, it's not even a question of politics anymore; it's a question of humans. But it's like when people start talking about nuclear bombs as a political question, like we're cooked as a species. It's a question of human survival. It's not a question of politics. We're in rank. Well, not in rank. It doesn't seem like it is. Nobody's in a match. One is in TDM or King of the Hill. Lion's fire accuracy. I find it really fun that the DC and the Jackal can use clip capacity. Like they're 6 shooters. How the fuck did they get clip capacity? I think they should have just made it so they had like faster like reload speed by default, but I guess it's pretty fast for reload speed. Mm-mm. I mean, private games are fine, I guess. It's today it's just super laggy. Hey Sally. I mean my soup has been going for like an hour now, so in like 25 minutes I'll throw the potatoes in. Though I should probably peel them. But I don't like peeling potatoes. Mm-mm. Well, well. Yeah, you do it. That's how management works, Cactus. The people working aren't usually the people that are at the top, are they? Like, obviously, if Druckmann is this fucking head of the company, of course, why would he be affected by the crunch? That's like a CEO saying, like, "Oh, I know it's gonna be very hard for a company that I'm gonna lay off 100 people." It's like, yeah, who's it gonna be hard for? Not the CEO, of course. It's gonna be hard for the people working. The peel is the most fiber, yeah, but I'm throwing it into I'm throwing it into a stew or a soup, and I'm not sure if you really want a bunch of peel in there at that point. I realized that I could just boil them separately, but I kind of want them to absorb a lot of the the actual soup flavor. Druckmann doesn't strike me as a guy that works from home. Druckmann strikes me as a guy that literally he gets to the office at 5 a.m. in the morning when everyone is asleep. He strikes me as a guy that sits there and makes sure that everyone is at the office at the perfect minute, and otherwise he fires them. Larkman does not strike me as a guy that doesn't actually. He strikes me as a by the books narcissist, not as a. Because that's the thing. That's the thing. People that are by the books narcissists are the ones that are usually very successful, because they're the ones that will literally like find any reason to fire you if you don't follow their preconceived rules. Anyone seen from Naughty Dog? Yeah, well, they fire everyone else. It's like the way like a lot of like narcissists function. Like there's a reason most like Uncharted narcissists aren't anything. Like if you look like AJ or Peroxide of them, it's like yeah, it's a bunch of fucking losers. It's the ones like Vampire and like Neil Druckmann that are the problems because they are the ones that will make sure that they play every fucking social game. They'll be friends with the right people. They'll never say anything that can get them in a bad light. Like they're dangerous people because they know how they're perceived or how they can be perceived as in the public view, basically, right? Like people that are just like straight up narcissistic, like people that act like children, they can't like keep their mouth shut. Those people are irrelevant. It's the people that know when to shut up that are the big problem. Like those are the ones that can control the narrative. Sleeps in the office with the door closed. Yeah, pretty much. I suck. I suck.
Not getting up from that. Oh, tough break. Coming through, asshole.
Shoot!
Know where that came from. Now for some payback.
And there's that claim they don't work when they don't want to work. It's not successful. Yeah, I mean, I think that's like a different type of it usually, because like they're the people that are a little bit different. Like they only really care about themselves. A lot of people, a lot of narcissists like Neil Druckmann, they care more about how they are perceived as a reputation, right? They care more about if they feel good or not. It's completely dependent on how well and how strong their control of the narrative is, how many fans that they have, basically. I think people that like want to make sure that they own their own business have a little bit of a different motivation, or the people that only work when whatever they want to. It's a bit of like it's more of a personal thing. Like you can be a successful narcissist in pretty much every span of your life. It's just the people that are usually running companies are very particular type of narcissist. They're always hyper aware of how people would perceive them or see them, so they will never do anything that can make them look bad. Which is why they'll mute their mic whenever they say something toxic, or they'll never go venture outside of their own comfort zone, basically. Like a very consistent thing with like narcissists that they will always make sure that they put themselves in situations that they are always favorable. They will never do anything if they can lose, basically. They will make sure that they spend every waking hour putting themselves in a position that they will win in. That is the by far the most dangerous problem with narcissists. Because they are usually always doing something shady to make sure that they control the narrative. Yeah, I mean, there's people talking about an Uncharted 1 remake. There's people talking about an Uncharted 5 even, but they're not gonna have multiplayer, obviously. So there's no point even. I don't even give a shit. They aren't. I mean, the thing is, they aren't. Like, video game companies are barely unionized at all. Like in Sweden, sure, but that's because in Sweden we have collective agreements, which means that every single company has to sign them. There's a reason that Original dies and Embark and very successful studios, because you know there's actually national laws that prevent them from being exploited and abused. Like as I said, like there's a lot of narcissists have one thing in common, that they will never step outside of their own comfort zone. If they can maintain an advantage, they will never get out of that advantage. If they can do one thing their entire life and be successful at it, that's all they will do. It's a very consistent thing, really. Like, so it's like it's just the dangerous narcissists are the ones that venture outside of their comfort zone. Those are the ones like. But those are the ones that will always pave their way behind them. They will always cover their ass. They will always make sure that they act friendly to the right people. Like they're the people that the people that are at the office and they always like act like they're like gonna be promoted one day. They're all gonna be at some point or another. Like they learn. Usually when they're very young, they tend to fail this corporate game. They tend like a lot of these people they tend to be like bootlickers a lot of time. Like they try to move up the company ladder. But okay, they don't know. But the older they get, they usually are much better at manipulating this and knowing exactly which people to be friends with. That's why usually moving up any corporate ladder or moving up most industries is all about who you know. It's not about what you know, it's about who you know. And narcissists made sure that that was the way that they could succeed. Because talent doesn't matter if you know the right people, basically. And a lot of time, narcissists aren't very talented people, usually. They're just very manipulative people. They can usually lie to people and pretend like they're super successful. And the thing is, in this world, if you act like you're really successful, well, a lot of people are going to think that you are. It's like a human flaw, generally. Like, when people are super... Like, that's the thing, if you meet a guy that's super overconfident, a lot of people gotta think that that guy must be really good at something, right? Like otherwise he wouldn't be so confident, right? Like it's like that type of it's like that type of attitude, you know? Yeah, but he wasn't always at the top of the ladder. What do you mean? The reason that they canceled factions in Uncharted 4 multiplayer is because Neil Druckmann got higher up in the hierarchy. You do realize that Neil Druckmann got to his position for the same exact reasons I'm talking about. He knew exactly which people to like ask his to move up the ladders. He knew exactly which people to get rid of to move up the ladders. When he got rid of Robert Cogburn, multiplayer died. That's it. When Robert Cogburn left the company, multiplayer died forever. Never gonna happen. He was the only one making sure that it happened. Like they had Aaron Daly and Vinit Agarwal, but they're not lead directors. They're like lead designers. A little bit different. Like Robert Cogburn, when he was out of the company, nobody was advocating for multiplayer. When Christoph Balestra and Bruce Straley left the company, the CEO, that's what happened. When Neil Druckmann moved up the circuits of the company, right? Like when Robert Cogburn left, Bruce Straley left first, actually. Bruce Straley left after Uncharted 4. He was the game director for Last of Us 1, Uncharted 2, and 3. He's the game director that made those games as good as they were. When he left the company, well, the only thing keeping multiplayer in the game is Robert Cogburn and Vinit Agarwal and Aaron Daly, right? And Robert Cogburn was out, meaning that the lead developer's out, meaning that they abandoned Uncharted 4 multiplayer, and they also abandoned Last of Us 2 factions. And Vinit Agarwal and Aaron Daly were kept in the company under false pretenses, assuming that they were going to make Last of Us Online. But then Christoph Balestra left the company, and Neil Druckmann was promoted to CEO. At that point, well, that's what happened. They shut down everything. They only made Last of Us 2. And Aaron Daly, Vinit Agarwal left the company subsequently when they realized that they were not making multiplayer. Now, Neil Druckmann is completely in charge of the company, and his loyalists are the only people there. That's how it works. What do you mean just to cancel the best games? Which ones? Last of Us is their best game. Last of Us 1 was their best game. Uncharted 2 and 3. What do you mean cancel? What did they cancel? His game is Last of Us. Like, did you not hear anything I just said? He moved up the ladder? What do you, like, did you hear anything I just said about narcissists? They will always secure the narrative and move up the hierarchy. That's what they do. Like, do you really think he obviously did it for himself so he would have more power? What do you think he did it for? Obviously he did it to shut down the games. He did it because he's a narcissist and his ideas are the only ones that matter. And anyone that opposes him gets fired. It was not to kill the games. It was because he wants to be in control of the company. like, why are you thinking about it like this? What the fuck? Makes no sense. Like as narcissists always seek power and authority. That's the only thing that they want. Like, it's not a personal vendetta. It's just the fact that he doesn't want people to have their own decision-making. Just like all people that are narcissists don't want people to think for themselves. They want to be in charge of everything that they do. What do you mean he didn't work on it? Yes, he did. All of them worked in Last of Us 1. Like, you do understand that Neil Druckmann pitched Last of Us 1. He's the actual, like, concept director for Last of Us 1, right? When that game would turn out to be really successful, he moved up the circuits very fucking easily. And also what I said, what got canceled? Last of Us 2 factions got canceled, yes, because he didn't want to make it. Because he's so high up the heart. He's literally the CEO of the company. He can do whatever he wants. He doesn't want his multiplayer. He wanted Last of Us 2 to be his game. He wanted Last of Us 2 to be a 30-hour single-player game with his vision. That's why he made sure that people had to work fucking 120-hour weeks just to make that game for him. Like, as I said, you literally explained the question here. He could milk more money in Last of Us? They made Last of Us 2. They literally said, what do you... They made Last of Us 1, then they made Last of Us 2, then they re-released Last of Us 1 with the remake, and they re-released Last of Us 2 with the director's cut. They are milking money from Last of Us. They're making more money from reselling Last of Us than they ever would from having any type of multiplayer. And the thing is, you literally answered your own question there. He didn't work on it and he got it cancelled. Yes, because Neil Druckmann had no power over factions. He had no power over multiplayer. Because people that play multiplayer, they play the game the way they want to play it. He has no control over that. He is a narcissist. He wants to control the way we play the games, which is why he doesn't like multiplayer. He never has. Like all narcissists, they don't like when things don't go their way. And anything that they cannot control is something that they don't want. Meaning, when he moved up the hierarchy, he wanted to control the company and control their direction and make sure that they can keep selling Last of Us copies to their stupid-ass audience and keep buying Last of Us games. Yes, you can make more money from Last of Us factions, but it doesn't really matter. He's still making enough money from just people buying Last of Us 2 to this day. And Intergalactic is the new game that they're making. It's not going to have multiplayer either. It's going to be a full single-player game from the mastermind of Neil Druckmann. That's it. It's very simple. There is no overarching goal here other than more power, more authority. He thinks he's a genius. He thinks he's the best person in the universe. He's the only one that can make good games. Now he's in a position where he is at the top of the hierarchy. He can't take credit for other people's work anymore. Well, he can. But because of the fact that he is so far up the hierarchy, if Intergalactic turns out to be garbage, well, Neil Druckmann's experiment has failed, and it showed that he was a hack from the very beginning. But he was also involved with the Last of Us show. He worked with the people that literally made fucking Chernobyl, one of the most successful things ever. He likes boring. I give up. But it's not about what he likes. It's about boring story games. What the fuck is the boring story? Last of Us 1 is a good game. Uncharted 2 and 3 and 4 are a good game. Like, Uncharted is famous before it's single player, not its multiplayer. We're a very small fraction of people here. There's like 2,000 people that still play Uncharted 4 consistently. What money could you make from this game? Even if you revive this game, they still wouldn't be making much money from it. The only conceivable reason that they would ever revive out of this or Factions 1 is because of the fact that someone in the company wanted to do it. But the thing is, we're living in a time right now where everyone wants to make profit because everyone is more greedy and greedy. Meaning that they're not going to do it because it's not going to make them money. We got an actual match. Okay, sure, but as I said, that's the good thing about humans, right? That we're all different people. Not all of us like and dislike the same things. It's fun for you, sure, but a lot of people don't like it. And as I said, a narcissist functions under the bare principle that they want to be in control of everything. It has nothing to do really with what they like, generally. It's more about their authority. If they can do whatever they want, that's all that matters to them. That's the only thing they care about. Power, authority, influence, being in charge of things. There's a reason that people that are politicians and CEOs are all like they're all narcissistic people. They're all very manipulative people. Like, they're all there for a very particular reason. It's not that they got that way when they got there. They were always that type of person. I love the fact that the game just doesn't work and then he just puts me in a late join, like, thanks. Oh my god, I can't see all of that. I can't read all of that home screen. Why is there already sending me a long message? I will hide my screen and I will read it. Well, expose him live on stream. Why are you setting a PSN message? There. There we go. Now, see anything? Yeah, I mean, Uncharted 3 was. I mean, the thing is, a lot of people hate Uncharted 3, but it is, like, objectively probably the one that is the best. It had the most content. It had the best co-op. It had the best multiplayer. It didn't have the best single player, but that's kind of the whole thing. Like, Naughty Dog clearly didn't read... Naughty Dog has always had an issue. Like, the reason that Neil Druckmann moved up the hierarchy so effectively is because Naughty Dog has always kind of been a single-player company. Multiplayer has always been a secondary thing to Naughty Dog. So clearly, it was very easy for Neil Druckmann to make sure that he moved up the hierarchy of the people that only like the single player part of the team. The multiplayer part of the team was literally only Aaron Daly, Vinit Agarwal, Neil Druckmann, Paul Bishai, and like 9 other people. Then they obviously expanded later down the line, but yeah, most of the multiplayer team has been a very small team. They had more resources and more time to develop and more resources to make Uncharted 3 multiplayer, which is why it was so good. But clearly, Uncharted 3's multiplayer wasn't profitable enough for them to keep working on it. Exactly. I mean, that's the thing. They actually focus on that game. Like, they tried with Uncharted 3, but I don't think it paid off nearly well enough. Like, we thought a lot of us really loved it. Uncharted 3 competitive was huge, but like, it wasn't like Gears of War where the developers actually like promoted it. Yeah, but you do understand that they need people to play the game for them to make money from that, right? It's easier for them to just resell Last of Us 1 and Uncharted 4 and Last Legacy and Last of Us 2 because they make more money from that because they have a bigger audience. Like, they wouldn't... And the thing is, too, like, when people, they start putting in DLC skins and weapons and points and shit, like, it fucks the game. Because it becomes, like, pay to win or becomes too much with it. Like, like, they can't... What they did with Last of Us 1 is one of the scummiest thing ever, when they literally locked guns to the tactical shotgun behind a paywall. And yeah, you could say it wasn't that much money. No, sure, but it was still behind a paywall. You couldn't get it any other way. Like, Naughty Dog has a pretty strong... It's very obvious that Naughty Dog kind of wanted to make multiplayer, but they didn't really know how to monetize it. So when the larger gaming industry switched to monetizing multiplayer games, they couldn't. They couldn't do it in a feasible way. So they just threw in a bunch of fucking pay-to-win mechanics. That's why they added fucking stat hats as well. What the fuck? How are they all here? When the fuck did they spawn? Yeah, I mean, of course it was, but I mean, Sony are historically good at wasting money. Sony is, like, allergic to good decisions. Because, like, the thing is, with a lot of things in this world, it's all about capitalizing on momentum. If the momentum is saying that, hey, you want to do this, sure. But the thing with momentum in video games means that you can't always create something that someone else did. Meaning that when Fortnite came out and everyone was like, holy shit, Fortnite's successful, then a lot of games try to be like Fortnite 3 years later, and then it's too late because the momentum is gone. And at that point, Fortnite has already held the momentum for 3 years anyways. Yeah, but that's because, like, Microsoft actually had smart, competent management then back then. They realized that Gears of War and... What the fuck? They realized that Gears of War and Halo were actually, like, really fun games to play with your friends. What? He got stunned here? Okay, bro. Yeah, you would, but the larger gaming industry wouldn't. Like, I mean, the thing is, like, it's also the fact that Gears of War Reloaded literally had multiplayer. Like, Gears of War has been living on through its multiplayer because it's pretty much been on the same exact level. But the thing with Uncharted multiplayer is that the multiplayer is very frequently very different from the single player. Gears of War single player multiplayer is exactly the same. Halo single player multiplayer is pretty much exactly the same. One of the biggest issues that Uncharted has is that the multiplayer games are very inconsistent. Like Gears of War 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they're all pretty similar in terms of multiplayer as well. They all are like developments of their existing title. Like the Uncharted games, Uncharted 2, 3, 4 multiplayer, they're very fucking different. The single player in Uncharted 3, 2, 3, 4 pretty similar, right? Uncharted 2 and 3 in the single player you can't run, but you can in Uncharted 3 multiplayer. So it's like it kind of becomes a big disconnect that the people that play multiplayer are not the people that play single player. Whereas in Gears of War, the people that play single player also play multiplayer. Same thing with Halo. And it's also the fact that Halo and Gears of War were co-op games. They were much more social. Uncharted has always been a much more like individual game. It's kind of thing. Like Gears of War and Halo are very social games. You play those games with your friends all the time, right? Like that's the thing that that's the reason that Microsoft was so much better on the Xbox 360 than Sony was, because Sony was focusing on individual titles and individual solo-driven games, whereas Microsoft was focused on social co-op, couch shooter, split screen, all kinds of things. Microsoft did the reason that Resident Evil 5 was the way it was. Like, Microsoft was ready early on in Call of Duty, even. Like, now Call of Duty is basically, like, another property, but initially Microsoft took the momentum with Call of Duty and made it what it is. Like, the Xbox 360 era was driving all social progress in games. It drove everything. It drove Gears of War, it drove Uncharted, it drove Last of Us, it grew Call of Duty, Battlefield. Like, all those really good games came from, like, a very strong competition within the sector, right? That's kind of the whole thing. It's like the competition just at that point in time, it just bred so many good social competitive shooters. Yeah, Mag and Killzone and Resistance, all garbage games. Like, let's be real, Killzone was never good. Let's be real for a second. Killzone was trash. It's never comparable to, like, Halo. And Uncharted multiplayer was never comparable to Gears of War. Battlefield was never comparable to Call of Duty, ever. Like, even though we've liked these games, Battlefield has nothing on Call of Duty at all. Uncharted has nothing on Gears of War. Resistance and Killzone has nothing on Halo. Like, if you don't lie to ourselves, like, Microsoft was destroying PlayStation during the PS3 era. They only started the PS2, PS3 era. Like, Sony only started catching up towards the end of the PS3 and the beginning of the PS4 era. And the only reason they did that because fucking Microsoft just fucked up everything at that point. And now they're basically a fucking dog shit company. They can't do anything anymore. They have 2 different Outlook versions. None of them fucking work. GTA as well. I mean, yeah, sure. So it's like, sure, we can talk all the live long day about how Naughty Dog or Sony fucked up their titles, but it's also because of the fact that Sony didn't focus on the social aspect of games. Microsoft focused on split screen and co-op all the fucking time. The reason that they were so incredibly strong because the developers at the time were not only making killer single player games, they were making killer co-op and killer multiplayer games. Like, it was all amazing. Basically no exceptions even. Like, you're so shit. Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, Sony always, like, tried, at least. They weren't very good at it, but they always tried. Microsoft doesn't give a shit. They're done. They'll leave belly up right now. They're like upside-down turtles. They have no idea what they're doing. They can't sell Outlook. They can't sell Copilot. They can't sell games. Like, they can't even sell computers. That's why they keep forcing, like, AI down our throats in every fucking moment. Like, what is this lag? These guys are all shit. They are super fucking laggy. Yeah, Little Big Planet, yeah, sure. But the first one wasn't really that social. It was like, The first game was mostly like single player and then like user generated content. Infamous 2 as well had user generated content. Like the second Little Big Planet 2, that's the one when you really started moving. Like Little Big Planet 2 was fucking huge. I remember that. Because it's the only way you can play multiplayer games to begin with, by buying the subscription. If you don't buy it, you can't play. That's the thing. They hold us, and they're holding us by the fucking balls when it comes to it. We don't have a choice. The same thing with fucking like Microsoft Game Pass. I do think you can play like Microsoft like games for free now, but LPN Infamous, bro. I fucking love I love Infamous. Like Infamous 2 was amazing. I don't care what anyone says. Like that game had the user generated content. I would still be making shit on that game today if they didn't shut it down. Like that was I wish more games had that shit. It was amazing. Well, that's not really true. Xbox did the same thing for a long time. I don't even know what your point with that is. What does that have to do with anything? Like, the reason that Sony can do this all now because they have no competition. Like, Sony literally has no competition within the video game industry right now. That's like a mainline, like, distributor at all. That's the reason that the games are stagnating. That's where we get into fucking PS5 Pro and increased prices and everything. Because they have monopoly. They don't have to do anything. Like, competition breeds progress. There's no competition, you don't get progress. You get profiteering and exploitation. Alright, GG. I'm gonna go off. I need to check on my fucking soup. It's been 90 minutes. Yeah, today has been shit. I don't know why every match has been super laggy today. It just feels like garbage. It was Lizard Squad, but I think that was an anonymous. It was a lot of subscribers, maybe. That's why they're providing a lot of features for it, though. And I mean, realistically, they shut down Uncharted 4 tomorrow, and Last of Us combined, they'll lose maybe 4,000 players. It's like, yeah, sure, they will lose like how much money? Let's say we're all paying $5 a month. Well, it's like $8 a month. So like 8 times 4,000. What's that? 16. So yeah, 30. Like, what is that? 300. What is that? 320,000? No, it's less. It's 32,000. So yeah, they'll be losing 30. It's nothing. It's pocket change. It's irrelevant to them. So it's like even if they shut these games down, they're not losing anything on it. The only reason they're keeping these games up is completely out of novelty value because they know people like them. But anyways, thanks for watching. I shall be back tomorrow. I'll try to stream earlier tomorrow. I was just cooking most of the day, so. And I was cooking. I mean, cutting onions is not good for your eyes. But it's monthly payment. Yes. But it's only $32,000 theoretically a month. So it's like, yeah, over the course of a year, sure, from Last of Us and Uncharted 4, yeah, they'll make decent amount of money. Like, yeah, they make almost like $500,000 from just those 4,000 people. So it's like, yeah, you can make that argument, sure. But you gotta consider that people that run companies don't think this way. People that run companies think about how much money they can make now or tomorrow or within the next 3 months. They call it, there's something called what we call like quarterly, like fiscal, whatever, what the fuck is it called? Like quarterly revisions, basically, when every single company they look at their profit gains in the past 3 months, and that's kind of what makes sure that they do things. So a lot of companies will look at their profit gains per day, per month, per week, per hour even. So they look more about that. They don't care if they're making $500,000 in a year. They want to make sure that they make money now. That's how CEOs and company directors work. Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course they do. But the thing is, we don't just pay that for play Uncharted, though, do we? I'm sure a lot of us pay to play other games. And for me, if Uncharted 4 was shut down tomorrow, I wouldn't even be sad, to be honest. I'd be like, yeah, that's great. I don't have to play this shit anymore. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next stream. Bye.